Okay, let me get situated here. Thank you for that, Jamie. I had, once again, an issue with live stream. All right, so I think I'm live now. Let me go ahead and cut out of here. And let's go to here. All right, how's everybody doing? Sorry about that. I did have a little bit of a delay because I thought everything was working and then something wasn't. I think we are live now, so I'm checking my live stream right here. Looks like we have, give it a second here. Let me make sure everything's going. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm live, so I apologize everybody for that. The good news is I started a few minutes ago, and then thankfully Jamie was kind of in the room too, and then I started paying attention and noticing, I don't think I'm live right now. So thankfully Jamie was in chat and he said, "Ooh, wait a minute, I don't think you're live yet." So Jamie, I want to thank you for giving me a heads up. I am, what are we, about 14, 15 minutes late. Hopefully some of you will find me still and didn't wait too long. So, so thank you for that. And so this is still appropriate then. We'll begin at 2 p.m. or so. It's more on the so right now. So there we go. We got that. All right. Well, welcome to my live stream for today. Let me go ahead and move back over here so I can see everything's working all right. It looks like we're in good shape. So hopefully some folks will pop back in. So today what we're going to do is I am doing a little bit something a little bit different. We are going to today take a look at this device. I've been spending a lot of time with the Mega 65, but today we're going to look at the TI-99 4A. And we're going to look at games that support the speech synthesizer in the TI. And the ones that we're going to look at are Alpiner, Buck Rogers, Demon Attack, Fathom, MASH, Moonmine, Microsurgeon, Parsec, Star Trek, which I'm looking forward to, and Wing War. Now, I have done my best to stay away from these games and have not played them. So this will be the first time I am playing these games live with you. So I have no earthly idea how this is going to go. Could be a disaster. Could be great. We'll see. Probably not. I am recording everything, so I think I've got finally everything going, and I'm live, so that's all very good. So we'll continue to do that. I do want to say, let me go back to this for a minute. This device right here, the speech synthesizer, comes from Bonus Life Computers. Now, if you've been following me on Twitter, and that's at Stephen Combs, or if you just search for Retro Combs, you'll find that. Or now on Mastodon at Stephen Combs at mastodon.social, by the way. And most of my tweets are cross-posted as toots, but sometimes my toots are original because I don't have any mechanism to go from toots to tweets, and I'm just going to start in Twitter. However, anything I tweet, you will see as a toot, just so you know that. But sometimes I may post something special in Mastodon with just a toot that doesn't show up on Twitter. Confused yet? If you're not confused yet, go to my Facebook account, which is completely different. My Facebook page at RetroCombs, there is a page there too. So yes, Alpiner is the very first thing we're going to play, Jamie. So it's back. And Jamie was nice enough to give me a physical copy of Alpiner. Actually surprised me with it during a live stream. Gosh, that's been over a year now, Jamie, if you can believe it. So we've got that. But anyway, when I purchased my Commodore PET, so again, if you've been following my tweets and toots, you'll know I've been playing a lot with the Commodore PET. As a matter of fact, I'm probably going to do a kind of a series on the Commodore PET, specifically mine. So I've been talking with Scott over at Bonus Life, who I purchased the Commodore PET from, tracking the history of that. Chris Hutchins has a database of Commodore PET, so I'm tracking that history. So I'll probably do a little bit on the history of it, a little bit on the cleanup, and then I really want to talk about upgrading the Commodore PET, what you can do with it if you upgrade it. I've been amazed. As a matter of fact, just yesterday, I had the Commodore PET online on a BBS, which is really something cool. Now, it's not a great experience with that keyboard, which I'll talk about in the video later, but it was just so cool to see this Commodore PET connected to a BBS. It was a lot of fun. So anyway, back to this right here. The speech synthesizer is courtesy of Bonus Life Computers and Scott. He was kind enough after I purchased the PET, I just happened to send him a note, said, "Hey, I'm in need of a speech synthesizer. Did you have one?" And he said, "Oh, you know what? I had one in a box while you were here at Vintage Computer Festival. Let me just send it to you." And so I said, "Okay, what's the cost?" And he said, "No, don't worry about it." So that was really nice of him to do that. So today's episode is thanks to, or we can say that he contributed to it and made it possible. So this episode is possible by Bonus Life Computer. So thank you, Scott, for that. So before, though, I have a couple of things I want to show you. Hold on. Let me see. What have I done with them? Here we go. All right. So if you've not seen this, this is Make Magazine. Hopefully you read Make Magazine. Let me see, make sure we're still broadcasting. Now I'm paranoid, folks. So, okay, there we go. If you've not seen Make Magazine, this is the latest episode. I subscribe, and I became a subscriber again when they went back to the small format. When they were at the traditional magazine, I just got out. But I love this kind of journal form factor. And this has an insert this year, or in this issue, that has the guide to boards. I am really digging this, folks. Let me show you why. Let me go ahead and top down here. There we go. And while I'm doing that, let me get my computer, start getting that fired up. There we go. So this is the guide to the board. So this is inside. The I voted wasn't on there, by the way. I stuck that on there. I don't know why. It was handy. So let's let that get focused right there. So this has all of the boards and their capabilities, prices, the hardware specifications, and I'm just really digging going through. I did not realize there were so many different microcontroller boards, single board computers, just a ton of them out there. And I think what's interesting is, many of these you can't even get right now because of the chip shortage, but it even covers FPGAs, which the FPGA is what created the Mega 65. So just want to make you all aware of that. If you're looking for a really great guide to boards in a single little pullout, that is great. Now, I have not looked at this episode yet, or episode. I keep saying episode. This issue of the boards guide yet. So I need to take a look at that, this issue of Make, and see what's inside and see if there's anything else. Oh, the best maker colleges. I need to look at that, Jamie. Hopefully we'll get there one of these days. Put that aside. And then I'm going to show you this one right here. So the lovely accountant and I on Veterans Day, we decided to go out and get some, it was kind of a late lunch. And then we stopped by Barnes & Noble. And as we do a lot, we just go there, we grab a tea, and we start looking at some books and magazines we think we might want. And I ran into this one. I had never seen it before, and probably because it's only the second issue, there we go, almost that episode again, of Makerspace. Makerspace 02. So I'm thumbing through the front here thinking, oh, that's pretty good. Cool tricks. Playing with light. Ooh, Pymega. That's kind of up my alley. So I'm flipping through, and then I find this little guy right here. The Mega 65. Check it out. The Mega 65 has made it into publication. So I'm really excited about that. And they have a little article here describing the Mega 65 and why it's kind of special and what's going on. This is part of their article entitled First Programming Language. So they're saying the best way to get into maybe programming in BASIC is to get into one of these newer systems that's been created, with the Mega 65 being one of them. So that's pretty cool. So I want to share that with you. But then I was flipping the page, and then I saw this article right here on Cambian 64. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I have done a whole series on the Raspberry Pi 400 and Cambian, put it together, makes a great little Commodore-ish type of computer. And then I flip one more page, and lo and behold, they're featuring my video. Was not aware of that at all. That was pretty cool to find out that I was featured in this magazine. So not bad at all. And they have links to my video, my webpage, and some information within the article. So that was just pretty cool. Hey, Xander, how are you doing? Good to have you. Xander just popped in here, and Xander, we're running a little bit late. I apologize for that if you popped in earlier. I just got here and have been talking a little bit about some magazines and some updates before we roll into now. Let's do it. Since Xander's in the house, in the chat, let's pop into Texas Instruments TI-99 4A speech games. So again, let me just go ahead and let's recap the games that we are going to try. Now, let me say that I did get this list from a website. I wish I'd remembered it. I can't remember. Did I put it in a video description? I don't think I did. I just found I think it was a web page that listed the top, I think it was just top speech games, period. And then I picked 10 of them. And so I picked 10 that I thought would be fun. And we're going to move through them kind of quickly, because if we did all 10 of them, we'd be here forever. But, some of these games, you get in, you get out pretty quickly. We're going to play Alpiner. Thank you, Jamie, for Alpiner again. We're going to play Buck Rogers. We're going to play Demon Attack. We're going to play Fathom, MASH, Moonmine, Microsurgeon, Parsec, which we've actually played before, but now with speech. Star Trek, I'm looking forward to that one. I want to see what that one sounds like and looks like, and Wing War. So again, I have not played these games at length Really, I haven't played them at all. I've loaded them. I have played Alpine because I did have the game. And what's another one I played? What was that one that was on there? Demon Attack. I have tried Demon Attack. So, but I've tried, wait, I don't think I've tried Demon Attack for TI though. I think I was on a different platform. So maybe I haven't played that one. I guess we'll find, well, I don't remember. Well, I didn't have a speech synthesizer, so I wouldn't know. So we're going to play each of those and see how it goes. Now, again, I am recording this. What I may do, once I get done with each of these, I may break it up into small ones and make each one a separate video. So if you want to go back and see those later. So I need to play enough that I can get some decent content out to rip that out and make a separate video. Not sure if I'm going to go into that landscape or shorts format or TikTok. I'm not really a fan of that vertical format at all. Man, it just makes things more difficult. But we'll see. I may just do those as shorts. So I have a little content for you also that you can play with it. And typically when I edit out of this, I usually add more content to the edit. So you get a little something extra out of it. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Let me check on chat. It's kind of quiet in here today. Not many people in. Everybody's hunkering down from the snow, but we do have Xander and Jamie are in here right now. So if you are watching and you've not popped into chat, please do that. We'd love to have you join us in chat. All right, so here's what I need to do. Now here's something cool I'm going to reveal for you. I did prepare the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, which is the kind of video controller I use, has this ability to create what they call super sources. And you've seen it with my Mega 65. I've got a new super source for the TI. So I'm anxious in chat to hear what you think about, you ready? Hang on, do I have everything? Okay, here we go, right here. There you go, there's our super source. So this is the scene I'll be using as I play the game. So over here, you'll see that we have, hey, Jerry, good to see you. Jerry just popped in. Xander, it's always in. So Jerry, hello, retro fans. Let me go ahead and get caught up here. There you go. It's good to see you, Jerry. Thanks for popping in. Xander says it's always amazing that old hardware like this, Atari 800, XL 2600, Commodore, all had SD solutions nowadays to play games. It's a fabulous thing. And what we're going to be doing, now that you mentioned that, let me go back, Xander, since you've said that. Let me go back down to this view right here, and I want to show you something. So we will be using the final Grom 99. Let me go ahead and pull that out so you can see it. So this is the final Grom 99. I do have a whole video on this device. I'm going to switch cameras here. So right here, see if I can get this focus in. Maybe. Come on, camera. There we go. So that is the final Grom 99. It does have an SD card right there. This is the device you want if you are using a TI-99 4A. There is a final, or there's another name for another one. I've covered it too, but this is the one you want. You want the final Grom, not the final ROM or the flash ROM. I think it was flash ROM 99. This is the final Grom 99. This is the one you want. So make sure that you get this if you have it. And on here, what I've done to make it easy for us today is I've only put the speech games on this SD card. So when we turn it on, only the speech games will show up. Thought that'd make it a little bit easier. So I did that for us. So how this works is you take your final Grom 99, you plug it in, and there you go. Now I do need to say one other thing. I had I'm embarrassed to say this, folks. I had a 32 kilobyte RAM expansion module on here. Here it is. It is not working because you should really mark or label the power supplies that come with devices. I thought I had the right one. I mean, it fit into the little jack and everything. I plugged it in, and all of a sudden I smelled smoke, or I smelled frying electronics. And it turns out this chip was very hot. This is the memory chip. This is the 32 kilobytes. It was very hot, and I think I fried the board. So I ordered extra chips, this chip specifically. I've replaced this one, but the board's still not working. So I've got a couple more I need to test, and I've been working, I think I've got a system for checking those. I also need to run through and just test all my other supplemental devices, my resistors, capacitors, make sure they're working. But I've got some documentation that'll help me check for continuity and some other things. So I've checked to make sure that all these games did not require a 32 kilobyte expansion, which they don't, because the games that we're playing today all came on a regular cartridge. So I'm just using the final Grom to play those cartridges. So I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. So that's kind of what's happening. Now, let's talk about the way the final Grom works. What you do is you turn the device on, which it would help if I plugged it in. Hold on, I have a screen for that. And we're back. All right. I had to plug in the TI. You don't leave those plugged in because this thing hums and gets really hot. And so I had it earlier and I turned it off while I went back upstairs to get some lunch and then came back down. So, bad thing there. So Xander says, can't they implement the RAM, which is what you said? Yeah, they actually can. I think some of the cartridges actually do come with some additional memory. Do not quote me on that. If there were some TI folks out there, I'm sure you'll let me know. So Jerry says, just get caught up. Never had a TI-99 before, but a buddy was really into it. If my retro room wasn't already overflowing, I'd love to know what you're overflowing with, Jerry. I would like to get one, but I think I would have to be a black and silver. I don't know. I really like this one. I get the black and silver, but this thing is one of their later ones. It is a cost reduced model, but it's really nice. And this keyboard is still very fabulous. It's really good. So, and again, I think I probably got it for a better price because it's probably not as popular, but I do like the color. So you'll notice though on the Super Source that I do have the TI playing over here, and I have the PES down there, which is the expansion system. So I thought that would be a fun little graphic for us as we go through here. You'll notice you can see my hands over the keyboard, so you'll know exactly what I'm pushing. You'll also see how I can work the final GROM 99, and of course I have me, which you probably care less about. So here's how it works. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press this button right here, and you can't see, but there's a little light right here, and it is updating this. So now when I hit any key, let me make sure I have my sound turned on. Maybe do. There we go, beep. So we're good to go. I might turn up the beeps just a little bit. So you'll notice we can go in with a number 1 to TI Basic or 2 for Flash ROM. Now again, I've covered all this extensively in another video. If you'd like to go find that, I will try and put that down in the video description when I get done with the live stream as I'm putting in the chapter marker. So be prepared for that. So we hit number 2. And there we go. So those are the games: Alpiner, Buck Rogers, Demon Attack, Fathom, MASH, Microsurgeon, Moon Mine, Parsec, Star Trek, and Wing War. Now, before we play any of these games, we do need to plug in a joystick. Now, most of these games you can play because the TI did give you the option to play most of these games with a keyboard, which is nice. And some of these games are actually probably better with a keyboard. So I'll be flopping back and forth. However, I do have this device right here, which is from Tex-Elec, which plugs into the joystick port and then gives you 2 joysticks, because the joysticks that came with the TI were this single plug, but 2 were connected and plugged in. So this will change that. And of course, I've got the Hyperkin. These are my personal favorites that you can buy. They're new stock, and gosh, there we go. There, get away from my face there. Here, let's try that. There we go. And you'll see that it has the DIN connector. So again, you can get these now at Amazon. Links down in the video description. So what I'm going to do is we're going to plug this into the side. Let me show you that. Right here. And then we're going to plug in the joystick, and most of them work in this first one right here. Now this thing is just a little futzy because if you're not careful, it will fall out of that right there. So we have to be kind of careful with it. And then I will have the joystick and be playing games. Let me go ahead and unwind this so that it is. There we go. All right, perfect. Now we'll go back to our Super Source. And let me check over here real quickly. Sander says, I also don't have a TI, but retro PCs are awesome. Yes, they are. I have a couple thousand boxed original games. Oh my goodness. 1,000 boxed original games, about 40 C64. Wow, look at that collection. That is impressive. Jerry, let me know if you're ever getting rid of any of that. That could be really interesting. Jerry says, oh, and about a dozen Atari 2600 various models and a handful. Yeah, I'm still looking for an original Atari 2600. I have I should show you that. Hold on. So because I've not been able to find an original Atari 2600, I have this guy right here, the Retron, which actually uses cartridges, has an SD card that you can pop in. It's a sweet device. And again, it is the Hyperkin Retron 66. It goes with the joystick, right? But you can buy these separately, which is nice. But that is what I've been using for my Atari 2600 games, which is kind of nice because, you know, you can get every Atari 2600 game ever made on an SD card, but I do have cartridges, so I love playing traditionally shoving a cartridge, but it's also got HDMI. So it's kind of nice since I don't have an original Atari 2600 that I do have this. So, and again, not a bad price either. So I think I've done a live stream with that. I'm pretty sure I have. So, and Jerry says, and a PET 64, Educator 64. Yeah, and so I was just talking about my Commodore PET behind me and the upgrade. So expect some video there on that. All right, so now that we've got kind of caught up on what everybody has, let's try, or as they say, shall we play a game? I think we shall. I think we should play a game. So let's pop in here. And the first one we're going to do is Jamie's favorite Alpiner. So we're going to hit A and let's see if we can hear speech. Remember, these are all games that are speech enabled. All right, I'm going to kick up the volume a little bit here. Okay, I think that's a good mix of me and, yeah. So let me know about the sound. Hey, Ginger Hippie Gaming. I love that, Ginger Hippie Gaming. Wish I could get a Retron 77, but hard to find. Are they hard to find? Really, in the UK? Well, that is a bummer. Gotta love the TI-99. Well, we're going to find out if we love the TI-99 or not. Let's play a little Alpiner, shall we? So here we go. I'm sorry, I have to do one more. Yes, you're still going to be waiting on your Mega 65 for a while. The PET 64 is actually a C64 and a PET shell. Oh, that's kind of cool. Share with us if you've got pictures of that. I'd kind of like to see that. All right, sounds great. Thank you, Xander. Xander should be one of my producers, honestly. Xander, you're so good at keeping me on track and everything that's going on. So thank you for that. Okay, so number of players. So, hey, I love the Super Source screen. This is actually looking really good. I'm sorry, Xander, I got to get rid of you here. Not out of the chat, just the chat itself, not out of the chat. Okay, you understand, Xander. Okay, here we go. Number of players is 1. My name is, let's just call me Retro. And we'll hit enter. All right, here we go. Mount Hood, Matterhorn.
Press any key to go on.
Hey, there we go. So the first speech that we have is simply telling us what to do. Press any key to go on, which is nice. I mean, you can't. Now, the thing I understand about this speech synthesizer is by default there's like 300 words and that's about it. There is some software you can go and change some things and exploit it and try other things, but we won't be doing that today. So what card am I using on the TI-99? So Ginger Hippie Gaming, let me show you one more time before we get started. I am using the the Final Grom 99, and I do have blog post video about that device on my blog, or you can do a search under my YouTube and you'll see all kinds of, I've got lots of information, and I've got a demonstration of the Flash ROM 99 versus the Final Grom 99 and why you want that one. So great question. You came in a little bit late, but I want to make sure you get the answer to that. So we're going to press any key to go. Oh, here we go. Jamie, if you're not at the birthday party, this is in honor of you. Alpiner, here we go.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. That's what it said. All right, so the keyboard's moving. Let's see if we can get to the top of this thing. I think I could use a little more volume, honestly. Let me go ahead and bring up the volume. There we go. I think you need more sound. There we go. All right. And we're just going to see if we can get to... Oh, don't want that one. And you're supposed to go up here, my understanding... Oh, look out. Now, that's kind of nice, because you don't know that that's coming unless...
Look out.
Look out. Look out.
Hell.
Oh. Okay, Jamie, I have to admit, sound makes this more fun because...
You forgot to duck.
I didn't hear what it said. Shoot, I was too busy talking. Let's see if we can get this again. But I think sound helps this game, and this game needs help. But I don't know. I've always just kind of liked this game.
Yeah.
Oh, can't go that way. All right, let's go back up here. A lot of flashing by that little guy, isn't there? Not flashing, you know.
Falling object.
Okay, falling objects. I need to be quiet a minute. Getting close. There we go. We made it to the top. See if we get more speech. Oh, that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and keep playing. Let's do another round.
Beware. Falling object.
Beware falling. I happen to be on the right side. literally on the right
Watch
side.
out.
Watch out! Watch out! Tiger!
Look out.
Oh gosh! Oh my! Oh, stop.
Beware.
Beware!
Falling object.
Falling object.
Great move, sport.
Great, it berates you. Great move, sport. I don't know about that. That's just rude. Great move, sport. Uh-oh.
Beware. Falling object.
All right, I got you. I got you. Where's that lion?
Watch out.
Oh, 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 oh,
Watch out.
oh. Now, how am I supposed to get around this guy? Can I go over here? Let's see.
Watch out.
Oh,
Ouch.
ouch. Oh!
Getting tired already?
Yes, I am getting tired already, quite honestly. Alpine. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, Jerry, because that's what I was wondering too. Are they rocks or is it poop? Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll do one more and then we're going to go on to our next game. But this is, admittedly, it is much more fun with the speech synthesizer. I think hopefully you all would agree because
Watch out.
Watch out.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, look at that. I'm
Oh,
split.
no.
I'm split between the sides. Look at that. That's interesting.
Watch out.
I just don't feel like I should be able to do that. Oh, there's the bear.
Look out.
Yeah. Okay, I think we might make this one, guys. Got it. All right.
here we go again.
Here we go again. Actually, we're not. So that was, Jamie, I know you have a certain level of disdain for this game, but I have to say it is so much better with speech just because of the snarky comments and kind of the warnings as it plays. It is a lot more fun. I will say that this actually adds to the enjoyment of that particular game. So I'm going to give that a plus on that one. That's definitely a thumbs up. Let's try another one, shall we? Let's go ahead and see what the next game is we are going to try today on the Retro Combs live stream. Thanks everybody for joining. So here's what we're going to do. You reset your TI with this button right here. And then when you're on this screen, what you do next is you press this and that resets your final GROM. If you don't press that, what will happen is Alpiner will be the default game. It'll hold that game until you choose a different one, which is actually a pretty nice option. Now, you're going to see that there was a little thing that said NTSC on the bottom. That's always going to happen because of my screen capture device. I apologize for that. I did try a different screen capture device yesterday, see if I could get rid of that because I have a couple, but it would not give me the 4:3 aspect ratio that my Carbon Cloner or my Cloner Alliance Pro will do. It lets me do all kinds of fun things, it is a great retro capturing device, by the way. If you're looking for it, it's not cheap, it's about $150, but if you need to capture retro content, it is by far the best I have found because you have so many ways that you can modify it, change it. You've got S-video input, you've got RGB input, you've got RCA input, you've got HDMI input, and you have VGA all on that one device. And I've had it for 4 or 5 years now, so it's just perfect. All right, let's go ahead and press any key. All right, so we're going to go into number 2. And the next one is Buck Rogers. We're going to play some Buck Rogers. Everybody knows the story of Buck Rogers, the guy who fell asleep in the 20th century in some way and then woke up in the future and was stuck in the future. And man out of time kind of show. So, and story. It started out as I think it started out, started out as a book or a comic? I think it started out as a comic and then it went to a serial with, can't believe I forgot his name. The guy who played Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers. Sorry, should have done my homework. Anyway, we're going to play Buck Rogers on the TI-99 and hopefully get some sound. So here we go. Buck Rogers, Planet of Zoom. Even has a tagline, Planet of Zoom. All right, press any key to begin. Let me see what's going on here. Agreed, pretty neato. Thank you, Jamie, since it's your fault that I know about this game. So the TI is from 81, about the era of the VIC-20. Did the VIC-20 have a voice module? I am not aware of a voice module for the VIC-20. It's a great, I think that was the selling point for the TI at the time, was it could do this voice. I think if you had a VIC-20, the only way you get voice is go by and speak a spell at that point. So Lee Majors, no, it wasn't Lee Majors. That you're thinking about the 80s Buck Rogers. I'm going back to the 30s. Oh my gosh, what? This is going to kill me, folks. Hang on. Hey, Google, who played Flash Gordon in the serials?
Flash Gordon has a cast of 48 actors. Here are the first three. Buster Crabbe.
Buster Crabbe. There we go. Thank you, Google. So Buster Crabbe, actually in the 30s, you would go to the movies, you go to the serial every Saturday morning, you get like a 20-minute episode, and then you get a cartoon, and then you get a movie. I wasn't there, obviously, but I have family that would tell me about it, and I love watching those old serials. They were so much fun. But Buster Crabbe played both Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers back in the day. So he started the whole thing. He actually did a stint as Tarzan, too, in a serial. So you are thinking of Gil Gerard for Buck Rogers in the 80s show, I believe. So there we go. We've got our pop culture. Now let's see if the game is any good.
Avoid electron pulse back.
Oh, I did not do what she told me to. Okay, so I assume I'm supposed to go through these things. Oh, couldn't do that one. So this is a little bit like a pole position in space. Oh, I missed that one. Let's try and... Oh, look, you can go up and down, too. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, that's interesting.
Watch the hoppers.
Hoppers? What are hoppers? Oh, my goodness. Oh, you can shoot hoppers. Okay. Oh, I need to shoot hoppers. But I also need to get through these. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can shoot the hopper. Those hoppers do hop around, don't they? There we go. Got one. Okay, this is not too bad, but I feel like it's going to be really repetitive. If this is all there is to it. And where's the sound? There we go. All right. I know you're chatting over there. I can see in my peripheral vision, but I am not looking. You will not distract me. I know I'm supposed to be getting through. Oh. Let's get over here. Oh, hoppers, hoppers. Get away from the hoppers. Is this it? Is this all there is, folks? Game over. Oh, man. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Looks similar. Oh, is there a Commodore 64 version? I don't think I knew that, Xander. That's interesting. Alexa just said Buck Rogers was played. No, he wasn't played by David Hasselhoff. It was Gil Gerard who played. David Hasselhoff, the Hoff, never played Buck Rogers. That's wrong. So that's interesting. Yeah, that's here. Let me try the Google. Hey, Google. Who played Buck Rogers in the 1980s TV series? Gil Gerard. There you go. So Alexa is full of falling rocks. Alexa's great, but Alexa just doesn't have the power of the Google, right? Just doesn't have that great search engine. My mom has Alexa. We have Google assistants everywhere. Google knows more about me than they should. But anyway, so that's Buck Rogers. Let's do one more round and see how it goes. Let's see if I can get a little bit further. If you've played Buck Rogers on another platform, is this all there is? Is it just this? I mean, is there any? Hey, Mislav, good to have you. Hey, everybody. One of my executive producers is in the house, Mislav. Mislav, we have been at it for a while. Mainly, you missed 15 minutes because I was late 15 minutes, but we're finally here. Good to have one of my executive producers here. So thank you, Ms. Law, for popping in. And we are going to go back to Buck Rogers. We're going to play one more round. But again, as I was saying before, Ms. Law popped in. If you have played this game on any other platform, is this all there is? So let me know if this is it. Because, I mean, should I be doing more? Or I don't know. Okay.
Avoid electron pulse back.
And there's really not a lot of voice. I think that's the only thing we've heard, right? Oh, I missed that one. Oh, I missed that one too. The controls on this are really not that great. I'm going to just be honest with you guys.
The hoppers.
Hoppers. I got to figure out these hoppers. Well, I guess she does say watch the hoppers, right? Oh, I'm horrible at this, that's for sure. But again, if this is all there is... Oh, that was a fast round. That is not good. Jerry says he thinks there's a canyon level going from well-aged memory. Let's try one more time. I don't know that I'm going to get the hang of this in again, I'm playing all these for the first time, but I don't know if I'm going to get the hang of this game quick enough that we get to whatever other level there is. I may have to just do some research. So let's try one more, because we have 8 other games to go. So we need to make sure and get to those
Avoid
as well.
electron pulse back.
Oh, how did I do that one? Okay, let's try this again. Oh my goodness, I'm making the. It's getting faster. What in the world?
Watch the
I'm
hover.
overcompensating is what I'm doing. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, that was even worse, guys. So that was horrible. Sorry, gotta try one more. Sorry, gotta try one more. I gotta save some face here. Oops. Oh man. It's one of those things where you use the joystick, and after you stop moving, it feels like it's still moving.
Watch
Oh, I
the
see. It's
hover.
not. Okay. What it's doing is it's making this little bump to the right. Ah. I think I'm sensing a little something here. Let me see if I can get rid of a couple of these hoppers. I need to get back on track too. Oh, snuck up behind me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. We have what we have learned is that Steven is horrible at Buck Rogers, or it's just a horrible game. So I'm going to rate this one. Yeah, I mean, the voice really, all it says is watch the hoppers, which is, it is definitely not as good as Am I really saying that, Jamie? This is not as good as Alpiner? I think so far Alpiner wins as far as the use of voice and probably gameplay too, quite honestly. I think it's probably more enjoyable. So let's go ahead and go to our next one. So I'm going to hit the reset button here. We're going to reset our Final Grom 99. Check in chat here. Nothing new in chat. Let's check. Let me see what we've got. We've got a few of you have joined us. Good. If you're watching and not in chat, make sure you pop down in chat. And let's go ahead. And our next game is going to be Demon Attack. So Demon Attack is one of those iMagic games. iMagic made some great games. I mean, they were pushing the limits of a lot of systems to include the Atari, the Commodore, and of course the TI. So a lot of good stuff there. Also, before we get started, hey, if you've not seen that little thing I have down there, don't forget to thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe, alerts. If you're interested, leave a little thanks, all those types of things. So that's why I have that down there to remind you that you can do that. But we are going to play right now Demon Attack. So let's load up Demon Attack. So this is another one. Oh, that's loud. Holy cow. Whew. Somebody cranked up the volume on that game. Let me go ahead and pull that down a little bit. Okay. So this is Demon Attack. Let's find out if so Demon Attack is like a Galaga game, but I understand that this one is a little different than some of the other versions. So, I mean, so I just died. I just died again. So what are these little Medusa heads? So these are, yeah, these look like little Medusa heads. Okay, got through that level. What's next? Bring it on. What is this? Oh, are those like little demons? Those look like little demon head. By the way, I don't hear any voice. Do you all? Did I miss voice at the beginning? It said this is a voice-enabled game. I don't hear any voice. Oh, what are these little spider-looking things? It's not a bad game. It's interesting because when I shoot, I can't move. So while the thing is in motion, I can't move until I fire another one. Oh, what are those little heads? Are those like squids? What is that? Ah! Rats! I know there's another level. I'd really like to get to it. Come on, you got this. Alright, we got through there. Alright, what's next? Oh, what are these guys? These look like little... Oh. Looks like I get an extra person every time I complete a level. So, but there's still no... I don't hear any speech. Alright, made it through that one. What's next? What are these guys? Are these like little dragons? So, I don't think I am going to get... Oh! Close. I got pretty far. Now, my understanding is I think there's another level beyond just shooting different things. So it's very Galaga-like in that respect, but not as fun, let me say. And this is wearing my hand out, I got to tell you, because what happens is when you shoot, you're no longer moving while that is in the air, while your missile or laser or whatever is in the air. You can't move until you fire another one or that one hits whatever it's doing. So there's this delay that's really annoying. Let me tell you. And I don't know if it'd be any easier on the keyboard. I guess we could try that. We could try the keyboard. Let me check in chat here. Maiden Ariana, hey, welcome. I think this is your first time joining us. Let me know in the chat if it is. If it is, welcome. And if it is, also, everybody else, welcome. Maiden Ariana to our Retro Combs live stream today. That's good to have you here. Mislav says, wasn't the demon attack the one I guessed playing in the background some time ago? Did I play that? I don't remember. Maybe. You might be right. Maybe voice at the end of stages. Maybe. And since I didn't get to that one, right? So maybe so. So Parabolic Labs. Hey, thanks for popping in, Parabolic Labs. I think this is your first live stream with me as well. So did TI's voice changer have a word bank, or was it like Sam? No, it had like 300 words is what I understand. Now, I think there were some ways that you could manipulate that, but that was basically it. Yeah, I got you. We're good to go. I think you can build words from, yes, I think that's right. I'm not going to cover that in this. We're just checking speech in games, but that'd be good. So there you go. There's a welcome for you. And first time joining live. Yeah, great. Great to have you. As I always say, the friendliest chat on YouTube at this particular time. You're in that chat room. So welcome, Maiden Ariana. Good to have you with us. So let's go. Let's try one more game with, I don't know, with the keyboard? Maybe, I don't know if we can figure out the keys. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure it out. So let me go back here. Oh boy, see? Sometimes the back doesn't work and you have to do redo. Oh, redo isn't even working. Oh, we have locked up our game, folks. So Demon Attack has an issue. So let's go ahead and reset. Let me reset my Final Grom. Let me go back into here. Let's go. Oh, that is weird. For review module library. I don't have a review module library. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's turn it off. See what's happening here. Pop it on. There we go. Now we're back in shape. Just a little glitch with our... Okay, let's go ahead and... you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move on. Let's move on from Demon Attack. We've got quite a few more games. Let's go to Fathom, which is another iMagic game. So we're going to go to Fathom. While that's loading, let's see what we have in here. Oh, good. Everybody is. I love the way our group wants to make sure we get your name right. That is something we strive to do. So that's good. Here we go, Jerry. True gentleman. There you go. All right. So let me... this is not good. It's frozen again. Not good at all. Let me turn this off again. When this happens, this is what's concerning for me. I've never had this happen. When it does, it generally means the SD card is corrupted. So hold your fingers. Let's see if maybe we can get this thing. Yeah, so we have, when that happens, I definitely have an issue with the card, which means I am stuck right now because I will not be able to play any more of these games unless I do. Hey, Aaron, welcome to the live stream that has just suddenly failed because my SD card is corrupted because I've seen this error before. I know exactly what's going on. Can you play the Dragon's Lair game? I can't because my 32 kilobyte expansion, as I mentioned earlier, is shot. And now this is shot. So here's what I think we can do. I have this down to kind of a science because I've had to do this before. Let me try something here. Yeah, so it's down for the count. Let me try something. We'll try one more thing, and then if this doesn't work, I am going to see if I can do a quick fix on this card. And I'll let you guys watch. Yeah, so you see how the number 2 is saying whatever that is, that means that your card is corrupt. So let me try it one more time. And see, and I'm getting this, I shouldn't have this review for final. That's not supposed to be on there. And then if I go to, yeah, so and then it's corrupt. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Yes, I know. Next time, make 2 copies of the card. Thanks. You couldn't have told me that earlier. It's only happened in the last couple of days, which means that this card is probably on its last leg. Actually, I don't know that I have another SD card. I have lots of I have adapters. So, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Now, I apologize. You're going to see me fix this. It's not what you signed on for. So if you want to log off for a while and then come back later, you can do that. That is perfectly fine. But I am going to see if I can get this working for us. And again, you're going to get to watch it live. So let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and pull up some music for you. Maybe. There we go. We'll put a little music on in the background. And then what I am going to do is kind of talk you through what I am having to put together. So let me clean up a few things here. And instead of just showing you my bug zapping, I don't want to do that. So I will go ahead and show you exactly what I'm doing. And then we'll see if we can get this working so we can play a few more games here. So let me go ahead and... Yeah, this is not the fun you were looking forward to, right? We'll move a couple of things in here. And let me pull up my... All right, so what I'm doing is just getting things ready. I'll show you my computer here in just a minute. Show you how this works. And I need to go to computers. I'm on Google Drive. I've got everything backed up. So there's my redundancy right there for you, Mislav. It is backed up, but I don't have the hardware backed up. You're right. So speech, there we go. All right, so there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to, this is turned off, I'm going to take this out of here, right there, and then I'm going to plug it in to my Mac over here. All right, and let me go ahead and move that down there so you can see what's going on. So what I'm doing is this SD card is somehow gotten corrupted. So the only way I've been able to get it to fix is if I reformat it and redrop those things on there. So I am going to do that right now. I think I'm going to use SD card formatter for that too. The last time I used disk image, and maybe that's part of the reason it didn't work well. So we've got this one, quick format. I'm going to do I think we can do a quick format. If I do an overwrite, we will be here for a long time. So let me go ahead and format. And that is final GROM. That's perfect, 99, and let's format. And we'll continue. Don't look at my password, folks. How about the music? At least that keeps us kind of hopping, right? Format complete, all right. So if I double click here, now this is interesting because it has, okay, that's good, that should be there, all right. So I'm showing the hidden files right here. This is a hidden file. I can turn that off and not show hidden files if I want to do that. And I'm going to take all these right here. And this card is really slow. Wait till you see how slow and how long it takes just to pull these files over to here. All right. So not super fast, right? So we'll go ahead and move these. We'll do this. We're going to eject. All right, and then we're going to go back over here. Let's put it back in here. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And before we do that, let's go ahead and see if you guys are still with me in chat. if anybody's hanging on. Don't worry, we'll get back to gameplay. I'm convinced we will do this. So let me pull down the music here a little bit. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and All right. Also happens, yeah, so I'm getting caught up on chat here a little bit and see how the sausage is made. It's some bad sausage today, folks, so no problem, part of the retro experience. It actually is, isn't it, Jerry? But now you know how it works, so that's pretty cool. I love peeking behind the curtain. Woo! There's a lot of curtain peeking around here. So, Mislav, you dog, thank you so much for the super chat. Even with my you're just encouraging me to be non-redundant and have multiple. I'll remember next time I will do that. So hopefully we get through a couple of games here and we don't have to do this over and over. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you, my friend. And I don't think you can see it, but if you're in chat, his little chat icon he chose, it says, oh, I can show you. Hold on. It says, try again. See that right there? Try again. I love that. That's awesome. So there's a little more sausage for you behind the scenes. Call it the demo effect. It always works until you need to demo it live. Is that not the case or what? Just consider the portion of the demo a bit of how to, right? And if I edit any of this into smaller chunks, then I've got a little bit of that, right? Xander, it might be some bugs in the firmware not closing the connection correctly. Maybe I need to think about and slow down a little bit as I don't know, we'll see. And present, there you go. Thank you, Megan Ariana. Very nice. But good to have you all. Thank you again for sticking in there with me and joining. Quite a few of you are starting to join. Some other folks are popping in here. So let's go back and see if we can get this thing back in gear here. Let me see if I can pull down my music. There we go. We'll pull down the music for us because we want to hear that beautiful 1980s speech for sure. Hey, Targus. Hey, yeah, you missed the party, my friend. Yes, the party is here. You just got to watch me format an SD card and drop files on it. It's so exciting around here right now, but we're going back to gameplay. You showed up, so we're going to see if we can go back into gameplay. So let me go ahead and get this back up here. Let me turn this off and let's turn it back on. Keep those fingers crossed. Oh no, that can't be. This may be toast, folks. I may have to go see if I can find another one. That card could just be toast. Let me try something here. Okay, I'm going to reset it. Yeah, it's toast. The only thing I could possibly do is hard format it and try it again. So here's what I'm going to do. If you guys want to hang around, I need to do this anyway. I am going to kick the music back up. I'm going to run to a room on the other side over here where I've got some SD cards, see if I can find another one, and we'll see if we can get that going. So chat amongst yourselves, and so sorry about that, but yeah, unfortunately, I am going to have to use, oh, you're welcome. Yeah, VIC-20 is great. It's more reliable than this right now, for sure. So let me go ahead and, oh, good. So you guys keep doing that, talking amongst yourselves, and I'm going to see if I can get another SD card and kick up the music here, and I'll be right back. All right. So I did find, pretty quickly, I was kind of surprised. I did find this 16 gigabyte SanDisk. It's a little bit faster than the other one. Hopefully it will work. So what we'll do is I'll go back over and pop it in. We'll do the same thing. I may be able just to drop the files on there. I'm not sure what's on there. Let me take a look over here and see what's on here. Everybody has SD card. If you need one, you can't find it. I know. Isn't that's always the case, right? Stepping away for, oh, good. Enjoy that birthday party. You need to do that. And new here. Yes, the summer I had to get rid of my, oh, it was sad. So Mislav told me everything he had to get rid of. We hated it. Who among us hasn't had an SD card fail? I know, but on a live stream? Who's on a live stream? Perhaps he should try micro one and adapter. So this is 16 gigs or less. So I'm hopeful that that's going to work. Let's hope it's not let's hope it's not the reader for sure. Because if it's this thing, we're toast, people. We're done. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this working for us. This one is a Mega 65 SD card that I had been using on another thing. You know what? I have another one in there I'm going to grab. Hold on. I don't think I want to use this one. I might, and it's not because I'm worried about the content on the Mega 65, but the Mega 65 does a dual partition thing on the SD card. So I don't think I'm going to use that one. Let me go ahead and kill out this right here, and hang on a second. I'm hanging in there. I will persevere. So hold on. All right, I found another one. It is a 512, so it's a little bit older, so it would actually probably be more compatible with this. So I am going to, and it looks like it was used for an audio recorder, which is perfect. So I'm going to move all that to trash and let you guys see what I'm doing here. And there we go, right there. And let's go ahead and bring up our speech folder again. And I'll copy that over. All right. Let's see a little bit faster than the last one. Okay, I'm going to make sure that we close this, make sure this is turned off. We're going to eject that. It hasn't released it yet, so I'm still waiting on that. While I'm waiting on that, how are we doing over here? How are you guys? All right, so, oh gosh, you guys are talking about moving into bigger places. Yeah, moving's a drag, let me tell you. Very cool. Old keyboards, oh my. Shouldn't be, there is not a CFG file for the cartridge. I don't think. That's a good one. So once I had to solder an SD card to a board to recover something on a 5-core. Oh man, that sounds painful. My wife thinks I'm insane. The lovely accountant upstairs, she probably thinks I'm a little touched up here too with all the retro stuff that I have. Especially that on Sundays, every other Sunday, basically, I go live and hang out with you all. So, all right, so let me go back to here and let me clear this right here. And we are going to see if it's going to work. All right, let's go back to our super source. Okay, let me go ahead and turn down the music a little bit. We'll go ahead and take that all the way down, and I'm going to turn it on. Everybody in the chat room, cross those fingers. Cross those fingers that it's not the device here, it's the card. All right, so pulling the card out of the computer. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to pop this in. I wish that label would stay. All right, we're going to turn it on. Okay, the light was good. That's good. That's good. I saw a light. I'm going to go ahead and reset it just to make sure. Press return. Okay, so that's good so far. Are you kidding me? What is going on today, folks? I think we may have a final Grom issue. That's bad. And we have that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try something. I'm going to take out the speech synthesizer just to make sure there's no issues with that. Now see, we've got that corrupted thing again. So I think, toast, folks. I think we've got an issue here that is beyond repair. So if you want to hang out for a few minutes, I'm going to try one last thing. If not, I hate to say it, but this is the end of our live stream for today. Oh, yeah, who would have thought old hardware failing? Well, and I don't, this is not old though. That's the thing, right? This is not old at all. This is only a year old. So I may have to do some research to see what's going on with the final Grom. I am really disappointed, folks. Probably not as much as you all, because you just spent all that time. I'm going to try one last thing though. I did not reformat this completely, so I am going to try that and make sure I do that. So hang on. Again, if you want to hang on, there's a little music for you. Let's go back over here. Turn it on without the cartridge. It should work without the cartridge without any issues, but that's a good point. Let's just make sure it's working, right? Yeah, we're good. We're good. The computer's fine. Yep. Everything looks good there. All right, let's go ahead and... I knew it. Newer stuff. I know. Ugh. All right, so Targus, thank you for that. Let me, I am going to try something here. Let me go ahead and get us back here. And let's show you the Mac here. So I am going to try one last thing. All right, we are going to quick format. We're going to do an overwrite format. I want to make sure that we overwrite everything that was on this card. Now this is going to take a little bit of time, as you know. Look like it's going to be horrible. We're up to 9%. Let me go ahead and check on chat, see what's going on with you guys. I love finding C64s on bidding sites listed as retro keyboards. Have you actually seen that, Ariana? I don't know that I've seen them listed as retro keyboards. That's interesting. Somebody obviously doesn't know what they're doing, right? Maybe it's like a Nintendo. Got to blow out the dust. Man, I've blown a lot of dust. So, especially on this pet back here I've been working on. Shouldn't there be a ROM file to upgrade the... Yeah, you know, that's actually a pretty good point. There is probably a... upgrade for this, but the thing that's bothering me is this thing was working flawlessly before the live stream. I've been using it, well, I shouldn't say since the live stream. I started having problems a couple of days ago as I was preparing, but I reformatted and everything was working. I just thought, well, I had a corrupted card, but turns out that wasn't it, right? I could check that. I didn't see any corrosion, Sanders, I don't think so. They don't build like they used to. My electronics lab is all stuff from the 80s, and I generally tend to repair newer stuff. Yes. Yes. Let me go ahead and go back over here so you can see. I think we're done over here. All right, format complete. All right. Let's go ahead and close this. Yeah, I don't need to upgrade my Safari right now. Thank you very much. And let's go ahead and bring our speech back up here. I want to check something here. Let me make sure we've got... Yep, got that file, so we needed that. All right, so we'll copy those over. All right, looks like we've got those. So we're going to close that. We're going to eject. All right, that ejected a lot faster than the last one, so that's good. Okay, so there you go. 9 of you are hanging in there. Way to go, guys. Way to hang in there. Appreciate you hanging in there with me today. So let's go ahead and now let me get everything set back up here so I can live stream. So that I'm convinced this is going to work this time. I'm feeling positive about this. Okay, I just feel like it is going to work. So let's go ahead and bring our music down. Let's go ahead and plug in right here. Let's pop that in. Okay, everything's seated, looks good. All right, let's go back to our super source. Okay, last chance, last try, guys and gals. If this does not work, Retrocomb's gonna be out early. All right, here we go. Keep those fingers crossed, and here we go. Okay. Oh, now that is just odd because let me try something. Oh, actually, that might be okay because it remembers the last thing. I did not recycle it. So let me go ahead and recycle it. Okay, let me recycle the things. Okay. Yeah. I think it's a hardware issue. Definitely a hardware issue. Yep, we're out. Yeah, so it's just resetting. All right, so that means I have some testing to do and I cannot do any more. So I'm actually done. So that really was short. Now I'm not sure what to do with this video. I think the best thing I could do is maybe just, I think we'll end it. So I'm looking for some advice from you all before we end it for today because we have been about, what, 20 minutes just trying to get this thing to work? Yeah, we're already at 3:20. So what do you guys think? Should I leave this live or should I just kind of make it not available and then I'll just go ahead and maybe do some edits from the video I have? I will continue to work on it and see if maybe I can get this working solidly again. Maybe there is a firmware update. Maybe the ROM has somehow gotten corrupted, or I don't know what's going on. So figure it out. But let me know what you think in the chat room and tell me what you think I should do with this video. Should I just leave it live or should I just, when we're done here, just make it not available and just pull out some pieces until I can get this thing working? What do you guys think? I'll give you a few seconds here. I think the 32K took out the oh, you know what? Gosh, I wouldn't think so because they're not connected to the same thing and the TI is fine. I could see it maybe, actually my speech synthesizer was plugged in between that and, hold on, we can, hold on. That gives me, I have a thought, hold on. So one of the games I was going to try, and so this will help us actually test it out a little bit, was Parsec. Parsec is a speech-enabled game. Now it was working with other games, but let's go ahead and throw in Parsec. Let's play Parsec. At least we get one more game, right? Because I happen to have this one on an actual cartridge. So what I'm going to do is, let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to plug Parsec in, which is speech enabled. All right, so at least we get one more game out of this. And let's go ahead and go back into our super source and let's go ahead and turn it on. And let's make sure this isn't an issue with the computer, right? Because maybe that's giving me the error. See, okay, so it shows Parsec, so that's good. I'm going to try one last thing though, just to make sure. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to wait a little bit. I want to turn it back on. Everything's seated. Turn it back on. Press space. Okay. And now let's see if the game plays. Okay. So Parsec appears to be working. So that tells me a little bit. It tells me I probably did not fry anything in the TI. So I'm going to go back to, it's probably this. What I think.
Aspire to begin.
Well, that's cool. I like that. But I think what I'm going to do, there's a couple of things I can do. As Xander mentioned, there is firmware for this. I could go ahead and try and update the firmware, see if something got corrupted. That I probably need to do some research on which cards work the best too and which sizes. There could be that too. I mean, that other card was working fine. But anyway, how about we get back to at least a little gameplay, and let's play Parsec. So we're going to start from scratch because we want to hear... yeah, we didn't hear anything out of Demon Attack exactly. And I did just hear, could be setup, intro for a repair video. I am not much on repair videos, but thank you, Ariana. If I try and do those things live well, I've done a few small things, but probably not what I'm going to do. But thank you for that. I appreciate it. Appreciate your confidence in my ability to figure this out. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's start over with Parsec. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on the power. Okay, we've got that little ribbon down there. You'll see that where it says NTSC. Again, that's for my capture card. Let's go ahead and press ready. And Parsec is ready to play. So let's grab the Hyperkin. And remember, we're going to be listening for the speech synthesizer sounds. All right, here we go. Let's see what speech adds to this game. Press any key to begin. Now, I've played this game before. It's hard.
Press fire to begin.
Okay, press fire to begin. I like that. Okay, now see, it is not working because this is a weird one, I think. Let's see.
Alert.
There we go. Got it.
Alien craft advancing.
This game is just crazy, folks.
Great shot, pilot.
Great shot pilot. I like that.
Nice shooting.
Oh, I knew I was going to lose it on that one.
Alert. Alien craft advancing. Nice shooting.
Almost flew into that one, didn't I? Oh, came down and was right in line, but hit that tower right there. So that didn't work too well. I'm going to turn up the sound just a little bit because it seems a little low to me. Crash with ground. Now look, it's locked up. The computer's locked up. Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried that something could have happened with something when I had my 32. Maybe. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and reset. Hey, Neo Blitzen Games. Good to have you here. I am struggling with the TI. Trying to get it to play games with the speech synthesizer, and I had some issues with my Final Drum locking up. Didn't work. It's just not working right now, so that's not, this one right here. And so we're just playing a regular game of Parsec, and my computer keeps locking up. So we're not sure, or I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Let's try this again. Let me make sure everything's plugged in. It seems like it's working for a second. All right, let's give it a shot.
Press fire to begin.
All right. This is just,
Alert. Alien craft advancing. Alert. Ship attacking.
Okay. What I hit? What was that?
Alert.
Did something hit me? I did not see that one coming. That's weird. I shoot it and I die?
Ship attacking.
Oh, now that's odd. Hit by a photon. Did anybody else see a photon? I don't see the photon. Are you all seeing the photon? Game over. Okay, let's see if I can at least get back. Okay, so it seems to be working now. It's just really odd, the issues I've been having today.
Press fire to begin.
I know, they are faster than I didn't even see them. And this capture card usually...
Great shot, pilot.
I do like the speech. The speech is actually pretty nice. It does work with this pretty well.
Alien craft advancing.
Oh, but I am really horrible at this.
Alert. Alien craft advancing.
No, you're not getting me this time. There we go. Good shot.
Laser on target. Alert. Ship attacking.
The speech is really nice with this, I have to admit. I saw it that time, but I don't know how. I'm going to just try and avoid them.
Attacking.
See, I couldn't even avoid it that time. What
Alert.
was
Ship
that?
attacking.
You were not getting me. I saw it that time. Oh, I thought I could avoid it. No, I could not avoid it. Game over. All right. Well, that is Parsec with the speech synthesizer. And again, I will say that speech really adds to that game too. I really like that. So thanks, Mislav. I appreciate you having fun at my expense. So, well, folks, I think that does it. And I'm noticing something right now. I'm having all kinds of technical issues today. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for me for today because we've been at about an hour and a half at this. I may just leave this up, but then I'll probably pull it. No, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it because some folks would probably enjoy this for other reasons. So this one will,
Press fire to begin.
like that, press fire to begin. This one, I will not leave it online. I'll leave it online for 24 hours. People can watch it if they want. Then I'm going to make it non-public, but then I will share it with all my supporters if you guys want to go back in and watch it. But my other supporters who didn't get a chance to join the live stream today, they'll be able to watch it on their own when they want to. So this will become a part of the Buy Me a Coffee. So if you go to buymeacoffee.retrocombs and join as a member, you will have free access to this ad-free to watch it later. So again, that's for my supporters who aren't watching right now because they're not going to want to watch again, but some of them will. And then what I'll do is I'll take some of this content and pull it out into smaller segments and probably share that because I think we've got some interesting stuff here. I think people will be interested in Parsec. Alpiner for sure. Everybody wants to know about Alpiner. And then I'll keep working on this and figure out what's going on. And maybe we'll come back and play the rest of the games once I get them working. Or if somebody is out there and you have cartridges, TI cartridges that support speech and you want to get rid of them so you don't have to worry about this, feel free to contact me at retrocombs@icloud.com and we'll figure out a way you can get them to me and I can play them. You can either let me borrow them and I send them back or donate or whatever you want to do. So we can talk about that too. All right. Anything else? I was laughing. Oh, right. Okay. Well, if you're sure. Okay. Because I think you were laughing. It's probably both, quite honestly, Mislav. So have a great day. Success. Thank you, Xander. Really appreciate it. Give it one more try. No, I'm done. I'm done giving any more tries. So that is not going to happen. All right. So with that, yeah, I know. I really wanted you to see the Star Trek game. But that's the one I wanted to play more than anything. So hopefully Parabolic Labs, I can get that for you. So, all right. Well, that's it. Again, if you are so inclined, don't forget to do all that business down at the bottom. Like, subscribe, hit those alerts, comments, and the thanks. Do all those things, help push out the channel because other people want to come watch me fail miserably. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure there are people out there who really want to watch a retro computing YouTuber fail miserably. This would be the channel for them today. So again, thanks for everything. And don't forget my Buy Me a Coffee if you want to join and join our Discord where you can give me a hard time in between live streams on the Discord channel. So if you're interested in that, buymeacoffee.com/retrocombs. You can find out how to do that really inexpensively too. So, all right. Thank you all. Appreciate you joining it. At this time, Retrocombs out. Thanks. I'll stay in chat for just a little bit longer.